Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the first episode of Let's Talk About It. Like I said, I'll be talking about general issues, relationships, and so forth. That's where we're going to start with relationships on the first episode, episode number one. I'm going to start with this man. I'm going to be honest. These men are out here. If you're looking for someone you want to date, you got to be real with yourself. You can't ask for more than what you are. And that goes both ways. If you know you're an average looking guy, you should be looking for an average looking woman. Just being real, being honest with you. Because when you go outside of that box, if you are 5.5 or 6 and you trying to date this woman that's a 9, normally for the better part of it, playing the odds, it's going to involve she's with you for a reason. Her benefit. So it's going to be financially, more than likely. You have so many of these men thinking they have this beautiful woman, it's because of them. Or I have the gift of gab, or I'm this, I'm that. Man, if you a 6 and that woman a 9, 9.5, trust me, it's about the money. And you find out later this guy been breaking her off, giving her mad dollars. You playing the odds. Not saying it'll never happen, but you play the odds and you'll be alright in life. Same thing with women. Go for both sexes, male or female. These women out here, they want this handsome guy that's a prince and all, to look all good, he's attractive to them, and you're not looking good. You know, if that guy is a really handsome guy and you're an average looking woman, sorry, he's with you for a reason. Normally you have a good career going on. He don't have to do much. He get to lay around the house, or he's not doing what he should be doing. You're going to let that slide because you're attracted to him. You're lusting after him. Both sides. When you lust after someone, it tends for people to do some of the crazy things. I've seen it. I'm just saying, I lived some life, I've seen it. Even coming up as a child to even current date as an adult. But it's best to get with someone you're equal. And a lot of these men, like I said, want beautiful women, small waistline, beautiful body, and all that. Man, you have to be in shape too. Got to be your equal. I mean, you got to have a great physique, be in shape, and so forth. That's what it's about. That way it's balanced, So that's in terms of looks. You see someone, you want to speak to them, that's what you're attracted to. Like I said, this in most cases. No, I'm going to get some hits. And people will be talking, that's not true, this, that, and the other. I have a friend, or me and my husband, or me and my boyfriend. I'm just telling you the odds. I'm trying to help you, not hurt you. Don't shoot the messenger, y'all. So, because I've heard both sexes talk behind the other individual's back. And trust me, it's not pretty. Sometimes it's man talking, yeah, I'm only with her because she got this good job. She's making $80,000 a year. He don't work. And ladies, you shouldn't want that. You don't want a man, if you're punching the clock, you're working. What does a man look like laying up in the house? Playing the video game, playing your son's video game. He could play Madden football and Call of Duty like it's no tomorrow. He playing good at it, because that's all he do. You give him your car, he sit around the house, then he drop you off at work, and he pick you up from work while you working, and you have 2 children. That don't fly with me. My women, if I'm dating you, just like I get out, I go to work, I expect you to do the same. I would never let no one lay up in my house and I'm working. Can't happen. Someone that care for you, I want to be with you, I know it's a team thing. It takes 2. If you ride with me, you're for me, it takes 2. And I'm not talking about doing no illegal stuff. Because, trust me, they on to a lot of those illegal games. So if I was you all and you have children, it's not even worth it. Get you a legal job, work, and get some stuff done. Me, myself, I notice so many women are really wasteful with money. I'm not talking all of you. I'm just saying quite a few of you, a lot of women. So wasteful with money. You guys buy all this designer stuff you can't afford. You have to realize that just because you can buy it don't mean you can afford it. That's the key thing. I tell people that all the time. Be it a car, anything materialistic, just because you can buy it don't mean you can afford it. And what I mean by that, some of these people go out here and get an expensive car. Can you really afford it? Even if you pay cash for it, can you afford it? Meaning the maintenance. Some of these Mercedes-Benz or these expensive vehicles for oil change is $140, $160. Some maybe even more. Oil change. Now, when you buy a car, you have repairs, you have general maintenance that needs to be done. Can you afford that without that hurting your budget, your day-to-day living? If you got to be like, no, I'm not going to go out tonight, or I'm not taking the kids out this weekend because I have to get the maintenance done on my car, that means you can't afford that car. See, now, if you can still take the children out, no one's hurting, and you still saving money, key thing, and you can still get the maintenance done on that car, then it's a likelihood you can afford that car. But, just general life. I like dropping knowledge because I've been through a lot. So anyway, with that being said, we're getting back to the relationship thing. Man and these Shaniquas, we'll start with us. If you're really trying to have a serious relationship, you need a woman that's going to hold it down. You got to pull it together. If she's working a part-time job, that's fine. Don't judge by what job someone works, because I done seen some crazy things, and I'm going to go to that next once I explain this story. Anyway, same thing with women, Like I was saying, don't have a man in the house laying around. I don't know how y'all do that. Really. That really shows where your head is, because I don't understand it. Like I said, can no one be in my house while I'm working? What are you doing? You can't hang out in front of the house or in front of the apartment building smoking weed, hanging with your buddies, and then, go pick, his woman up. He'll go pick his woman up at probably 4:30 or so, or whatever, or pick the kids up first at 3 o'clock, then go get her and come back, and that's all you did all day, and the woman come in and cook. There's a disconnect there. Something's wrong with a woman that allowed that to happen. I'm just keeping it real. And something wrong with a man that want to do that, so that don't go together. And in today's world, if anyone should be allowed to do that, if it's a responsible woman and she keeping up with the children, yeah, man, go to work, let the woman stay home. Because right now in today's world, the best place for children to be is with their parents, you know how they go, always have been. But then you have daycares you could take them to, when both parents is working. That's different. Best for both parents to work, if that's what you all have worked out, you can get ahead in life, because I'll be the first to tell you, when one person is working, it can be a struggle, I work, but I live alone, so I'm good. But when there's two parents in the house and only one working, you have to be on the same page. You have to be wanting to win and pull it together. And where I'm at, I'm in California, and I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of good hustles here in California in terms of legal hustles. You can make a lot of money. I know it costs to live, but you can also, make a lot of money also. It's a lot of money to be made, Just me, myself, I learned how to repair various items. Now buy them, fix them, repair them, and sell them. That's something I do. I just always like doing that. Always like bringing something back to life, restoring it, and selling it, if I choose to, or keeping it if I have use for it. But out here in California, people get rid of so many washers, dryers, I'm telling you, stoves, even refrigerators, and a lot of times those items aren't broken. I'm just saying, I don't do the refrigerator, stoves, all that. I don't pick stuff up and repair them, but you can. I've seen it done, and a few people I know do that and make a pretty good living at it. Have a pickup truck, pick up those appliances, take them home, wash them down real good, order the parts, repair it, resell it on OfferUp and Craigslist, making good money. So that's just one of the hustles people do. I may bring the other hustles out on different episodes of Let's Talk About It. But anyway, we're talking about relationships today and a man being responsible within the household just as a woman. Man in these Shaniquas, you don't want those. I'm going to be real, because you can't go nowhere. And what I mean by that, women, you have to have something for your man. I'm going to be honest with you. Don't run out here with all these pookies. And you know what I mean by pookies. And you become a Shaniqua. Shaniqua, we're not going nowhere in life with a Shaniqua. I'm just telling you the real. You meet a woman, she got a bunch of kids hanging off of her. Let's say she got 3 kids, 3 different baby daddies. Not because one of them have passed on or nothing like that. Or in some cases they have passed on, because some of these guys are in the street. We all know how the streets work. So, but anyway, you get with another man, he get shot up, and so forth. Now his health isn't the best, or he passed on. You're dealing with this other dude that's in the streets of Pookie. He's in jail. Now you want a guy that have a job, a career, 401k, pension, benefits, to come and be your husband or be a good man to you and take on the responsibilities of those children. Ladies, you have to think. I'm just being honest with you. Once again, don't shoot the messenger. You have to be real with yourself. Why would you even want a man to do that? I'm serious. You have to ask yourself, like, what a responsibility that is to put on a man. And then also, he may have a child or 2. This is not the Brady Bunch. This is real life. So you want to save something for your man, women. You don't want to be a Shaniqua. You want to save something for your man. And you don't want to deal with a Pookie. I go to gas stations. This is what bothers me. I pull up, pumping my gas, and I don't mess with nobody. I stay in my own lane because I know where that can lead to. But you see some of these grown-ass men in the passenger seat leaned all the way back like it's a recliner. The woman, a lot of them don't have a license. A lot of these Pookies don't have a license. So, the woman's driving around. It's her car. You can tell it's her car. She got a freaking pink steering wheel, pink dash covering, pink trinkets hanging from the rear view mirror. It's a woman's car, And she's chauffeuring him around. They going places. He's sitting there rolling weed while she go in, pay for the gas. More than likely her money. And to pump the gas. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know how women let that happen, and I don't know how men sitting in the car, if you're not handicapped and don't get out and pump the gas. He's sitting there rolling a blunt or smoking a blunt with the radio on, like he's just with one of his buddies or whatever, going to go enjoy the day and go for a cruise. The ladies got to stop that. I spoke on it once, only one time in my life did I speak on it. It was only because I seen a woman, and the young man was young, so I knew she wasn't in a relationship with him. I figured it was either her son or a relative, nephew, family friend, whatever. He was about 14. I was next to him pumping gas, so I just kind of had something to say to her and him. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "Young man," I said, you don't let a woman pump the gas. I said, whether it's your auntie, and it turned out to be his auntie, your mother, or whoever it may be, you get out, pump the gas. It's kind of what you do. Just kind of passing on some good, values on to him as a young man. Just good things to do, good traits, so to speak, that, you can do. So, hopefully after that he did so. She looked at me and said, "Thank you." And she said, that's what I be, kind of getting them to do. Her nephew, getting these young men to do, kind of, step up and start to be a man, pump gas. But it's just small things like that. Women, I blame so much of this on the women because I know of a woman, crazy story. I know of a woman turned down a gas station attendant. Here in California, they make about, I think minimum wage is about $15 now. Shot this guy down, gave him no play. And this is a woman I know. So, a relative. Yeah, we all got them. Anyway, she tells me, yeah, what I look like messing with a gas station attendant. The guys that change the squeegee water, new squeegee out there, empty trash. Honest living, honest job. Nothing wrong with that. Earning a living. Turn him down. This guy make about $15 an hour. But that same woman is, at the time, shortly after, was dating a guy in California Correctional Facility, a prison, that she met in prison. Wow. All I can say is wow. Now, this woman is a family friend of mine, but know her, consider her a relative, family friend. And I just didn't understand that. You shoot this hard-working man down who makes $15 an hour, but yet a few months later it's found out that you're dating a man in prison. They get these cell phones in prison, so they doing it from prison. They get on these dating websites, and this woman is dating this man now and serious about it at that time. Now you guys tell me, isn't something wrong there? Let's just be honest. Let's call it what it is. I like speaking the truth, and sometimes the truth hurt people, but it's the truth, and I learned to accept that. This one's gonna go about 20 minutes. As I see, I'm approaching 16, so I really like to keep it around 15 minutes. I don't want to hold people too long, but that's just on relationships, and I'll label this, relationships, just what we need to do to better ourselves. Look for your equal, work together as a team. If you want a Pookie, that's your choice, but know what come with being with a Pookie. If you want a Shaniqua, that's your choice, but know what come with being with a Shaniqua. And choose your equal, because like I said, if you don't, if someone's with you and here it is, this woman, like I said, is a 9 and you a 6, most times it's about that paper, and that's both ways, male or female. It's about that paper. And I've seen people paying for what they want. Don't get me wrong, what you do is what you do, but note to self, that don't last long, because while you out, they still gonna mess with who they want to mess with. You just there for financial purposes, so don't be no sucker. And I try to tell my nephews, cousins, anybody that's willing to listen, don't be no fool, because it ain't worth it. It's not about getting played. And women I date, if I find out you're not about nothing, I'm out. I'm not trying to make these top designers rich. You want to buy all that stuff that you can't afford? Go right ahead. But I won't be with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to build something and have something in life. And you'll never have it that way. I see all these people. How you going to have a new car and you asking to borrow money because you can't keep gas in it? Don't make no sense. And another thing, listen to these elders, because that's how I learned the game of life. Just life living. Listening to the elders. Trust me, because they can help you. They've been through it. They already stepped on those stones you're stepping on now. So even that guy at the liquor store standing out there, people refer to him as whatever name they want to call him. Sit out there, drink in front of the liquor store, or sit on the crate. You can even learn something from those guys. So have an open mind. Don't be bullheaded, because too many people is bullheaded. Don't like to listen. Stubborn as can be. Don't take anything in. Take it in. Filter it. What applies to you or what you can use, apply it to your life. Because a lot of those guys, just in passing, if you're going in and out of the store, they may have a quick little conversation with you, and you find out, wow, that's deep. You know what? You're right about something. I may not agree with 95% of what you say, but however, that other 5% holds value. So it's something to think about. So all right, that's about it. And this is my just input on relationships, the beginning of it. I'm going to bring a lot of stuff, at least I plan on doing that. So this is just the start of those relationships, and I want everybody to be the best they can be. Subscribe to my channel if you choose to, or just pass on the word. If you see this, you like it, tell a friend, hey, look this guy up, subscribe to his channel or view his videos. Like I said, I have a lot of stuff. I just don't do this talking on life. I do a lot of repairs, general saving money, little things you can do on your house. I fix on my house, lawnmowers, things like that. Like I say, remote control cars, some appliances like my dryer. I fixed. I haven't had any issues with my washer, but I did fix my dryer. Like I said, I did fix the AC as well. A little explanation of the AC is on YouTube, but check my videos out. Scroll. It's Jubone 2. It is what it is. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. I'll get more in depth on some of my other stories. I just wanted to shoot this one out here because I just made the intro to this topic I'll be speaking on. Let's talk about it. So hopefully it'll be an ongoing series. And for all of you that lend your ears to me for this 20 minutes, I thank you. But that's it. That's all I have. All right.